the body thing?
Stabby.
Oh, Stabby.
Yeah, you opened Janine's letter with it.
Stabby.
Yeah, God almighty. Yes, that thing. Hello, 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 hello.
So you want me to read this
yeah,
in the dark?
Carlene's, you can read that. You can put your glasses on and be fine. Carlene's article is in the newspaper.
It was in the He
was.
did print it. I thought he wasn't going to print it because he didn't like it.
May I hand up the picture?
Sure.
So we all know who we're talking about. There he is, Mr. Larky, doing his thing.
That's the damnedest camera. At any rate, okay. So what I put in the paper, with canines, the nose really does know and can diagnose illness sometimes. The plot thickens. Larky is telling us something as yet to be verified. We went to an assisted living place in Danvers, entered the low floor, pushed the elevator, pushed the button for the elevator, and the very slow elevator appeared. Sizzle, who's Larky's mother, went straight for the elevator door and stood there, all businesslike. She knows that a small room will appear, everybody will crowd in, and the door will shut, and then it'll jiggle around, and we'll end up being someplace else. It's like magic. As far as the colorful Larky was concerned, because there were no other animals in the building, I had removed his collar and leash so he could work the crowd carefully, saying good morning to each of the dozen or so people that had gathered. And then he came to Deborah and the resident care director. He shoved his nose toward her armpit and very clearly said, "Hey, Carlene, here's another one." Was that funny? I thought it was funny.
It was.
It's
very Larky.
It's very Larky. Half embarrassed, I went over to the woman he had attacked with his nose, and she was smiling and seemed pleasant, so I blurted out, "Are you a diabetic?" And she laughed and said yes, she was, and she had just tested her blood sugar, and it was high at 247. Okay, this is getting serious. Now, not everyone in the world is going to react pleasantly to, "My dog thinks your armpit smells funny." But she was very pleasant. I think it was my friend Elizabeth, who had just been diagnosed with diabetes, that made me start thinking along those lines. Up to that point, I had no idea what Larky's problem was. So I missed many of his diagnoses along the way. But let's take a look at the ones at the armpit score at the moment, including Elizabeth, who remembers Larky flipping her elbow around one day long ago at Mare Call. You said that happened one time?
He did.
I don't.
It was way when it first started, and remember you kept saying to him, "Tell him to stop doing that, don't encourage him." And he would flip my elbow up, and he kept doing it, and I'd be like, "Get off, get off."
Oh! So at any rate, now we know why he's doing that. A parent at Masco High School who happened to mention that they had just been regularly diagnosed. A woman in the Ipswich Elder Services office. A man at the Wakefield Robert Dutton Adult Care Center. He was a known diabetic, and a staff member at Dutton said, "I am too," as Larky pegged both of them. A truck driver in Dunkin' Donuts just plain thought I was crazy. That was embarrassing. It's a peculiar problem I have here. At any rate, the 10-year-old child at the Danvers NEC, whose blood sugar status was unknown at that moment and was not a known diabetic. Now, the dilemma is to tell him or not to tell him. And now we have Debbie with a diabetic whose blood sugar was 247. Why more people are not identified as diabetic? What is the national average? Did the newly diagnosed people have higher scores than normal? Is that what he was smelling? My dilemma now is this. If I was a parent of that child, would I want to know the possibility of diabetes? But how do I, as a director of the daycare center, write to the parent and let them know that Larky knows something they don't? It's a peculiar problem.
It's a very peculiar problem.
Because we don't know what Larky is actually telling us. We think we know now.
Yeah, but he's quite consistent.
He is. Since I wrote that letter, whatever it is, he pulled somebody out of the crowd at the Leahy Hospital the other day.
Oh dear.
There's a crowd of people sort of standing for the elevator.
Uh-huh.
And he went right over and shoved his nose right in. And she said, oh my, you know. So I said, you're going to think I'm very strange, but are you a diabetic? She said, yes, I'm going to be tested. You know, I said, well, he just confirmed it.
Yeah, and your glucose level is high.
It's probably high, right.
Oh my gosh.
It's funny.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, with the cost of medical care, you're
Right.
a winner.
The dogs.
Exactly. Well, but if we could get him precise into a sort of range, you know, wag your tail once and it's this range, that, you know, oh, you could make a killing.
I could.
He's a good boy.
I think he only is identifying people whose blood sugar is basically out of control. They're not diagnosed yet.
Yeah, exactly, when it's
A lot of
erratic.
people don't know it.
No.
A couple people have said, yes, I know I'm too high. I should have taken my pills or something.
Yes. No, but you definitely used to fiddle with my elbow all the time. And remember I said, do you think it's deodorant? There's a
I don't
specific...
remember it, but I
Yeah.
believe it now.
No. Yeah,
I believe it now.
yeah, well, there's,
Okay.
there's,
What are we going to do now?
I don't know, what day is it? Wednesday? You were out all day.
Was I?
Oh, we've got mail.
I was
Actually,
so cold, too. I took a nap. Wow. Well, we went to Woburn.
yes, you did, and you had to do your shot at 8.
I had to do my shot at 8, go to Woburn, to that very lovely place, owned by Bill Cummings, and be back for blood at noon.
Did
And
you get lunch though? More importantly,
No. When I
Oh.
came back after all, she cooked me a hamburger.
ooh, nice.
It was very nice.
And have you got more medication to pick up?
No, I'm all set for a few days.
All right, that's good.
And they're being very specific. I'm to do it. Try to be on the 7 o'clock morning and night.
Is it not 6?
So that was 7.
Oh, is it now? Good to know.
It's 12 by 12, you know. So, and then they're going to try the finger prick deal.
Oh, right.
That sounds good. Well, that sounds good because if we can get the finger prick deal and I can have that little machine,
You can travel.
I don't have to travel to the.
Yeah, but you can
Hospital.
travel to Janine's.
Oh,
You can travel to Aiken.
oh, I could probably, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know, my daughter
But
is...
she'll be here. Why would I want to go to Aiken if she's here?
Oh, I thought you did opposite states. Well, my daughter has applied for a summer course in Savannah, art and design, obviously in Savannah, Georgia, over the summer.
Really?
Uh-huh. And I said, if there's still something kicking around in Aiken, I said I'd fly down with you and go to Aiken and then pick you up.
Supposedly, Janine's not going to be there in the summer.
You know what?
No, we don't know anything.
We haven't got her back yet.
It's
So we will not presume anything at this precise moment in time.
bad.
We'll just keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
And so that would be a nice wee trip, Savannah. I've never been to Savannah.
That was good for you.
Might be a bit hot though in June. Actually, it will be really hot in June. Speaking of hot, look. Oh,
Yes, I
yes.
bought her a present.
Hold on, we need to do that phone thing. Where's that purple phone?
The purple phone?
Where did we put the purple phone? You know, for the questions. iPhone. Oh, it's over there.
What are you trying to do?
The purple phone, not the red one.
Oh, this one.
Yes, please.
That one.
Yes, thank you. I better do this before I forget and get into trouble. Oh my golly gosh. Hold on. Oh my golly. Where am I? This takes me a wee while. Oh. Facebook, there it is. Hang on. I'm coming. So, talking of hot weather, doesn't everybody, well, I think everybody else loves hot weather bar me, yeah? Look! This is very exciting. So, it's an Arctic Air.
Arctic Air, yep. I got it off Amazon.
So it's got a beautiful breeze and a water reservoir in the back, and it kind of like very gently spits a little bit of water at you.
Yeah.
So we're going to test it. And
Does it feel good?
It does feel good. It feels actually very nice. I might not get anything done. I might be standing there going, "Yep, this is better." So, and it's got three different levels. And you know what? I think that one of the things that's supposed to cool you down is your wrists, because the skin is so thin and the blood's close to the surface.
What are you worried about that?
I'll worry about that. So,
I like it in my face.
yeah, I think it was, yes. So that's a good thing, and it's just it's really nice. So this is very exciting, and look, it lights up. You'll see me coming. They'll be like, there she goes, and it's got different speed levels. But let's face it, I'll always have it on high, won't I?
Probably,
Yeah,
yes.
more than likely. So thank you very much. So that's super. Now we just
A
need
new
to,
toy.
now we just need to make sure we don't lose it before it gets really, really hot. Then there will be tears. Oh, we haven't done the mail. Look.
Okay.
Me gassing away. Right, okay. Do you want the farm family people first?
Who?
Farm family.
Oh. They did pay me for getting the building destroyed.
Yes, but you need to remember to get the what's it called? The co-payment back. The co-payment was $1,000.
I know. How do I get that back?
Well, you need to ask for it.
Where do I get that from?
Well, they destroyed it. We didn't destroy it.
I know. That certainly is true. Well, that'll be the next thing we ask for then.
Yeah. So it's not a check.
Oh! That's a piece of blank paper. And another piece of blank paper. Doing well so far.
Yes.
And another piece of blank paper. Thank you for presenting your claim to us. What? I understand you no longer choose to pursue your claim for damages because you have no claim damage. Your claim has been closed without payment at this time. They paid me $1,500 already.
Right. Interesting. But hey. Ugh. Oh, that goes in the Judy pile.
I don't understand that one at all.
That'll be the Judy pile.
Judy, give it to Judy.
She's very organised. She'll organise it for us. There.
There's another one.
Jan Gerhold.
Oh, goody.
She always uses very nice bright envelopes.
There's an envelope.
Thank you very much.
And you can have that one.
Thank you very much, Jan.
And the pointy.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Oh, the worst time for having a heart attack would be?
God, in your sleep.
No, during a game of charades.
Yeah.
Okay.
True. It would be problematic.
Keep them. Why don't you try that one?
Oh my God. Keep the momentum flowing.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, good.
Yes.
All right, you're very clever.
Thanks.
Concentration on being a doer, not a complainer. Well, that'll be all right.
Yeah, because we'd be far too busy if we were complaining.
Yeah, we have complainers. God, they really go out of their way to complain.
You know what? It just breaks the monotony of all this happiness. Here we go. Equine Rescue. You can open it.
Okay. It's wonderful. This one, we must have her address already.
We do. We do.
Oh, it's a flutterby
Oh.
with some money in it. Thank you. Hi, Janine. This is for this month's donation. Thank you, Dee.
Thank you very much. Do you know what? It feels like that just came in 2 weeks ago. That she sent, because she sent matching cards 2 weeks ago. Well, it must have, it's been 4 weeks ago. Thank you very much, Dee. You can have the Goldy's Farm one then.
Oh, this is the same. Right, it is.
Yeah. And Dee, we're using the orange tubs that you sent for the donkey paraphernalia, of which there is rather a lot. And they go up and down the driveway. You'll see us with all our brushes, halters, and treats.
Carlene and crew. This is for 10 penny. And hay bales. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh. All right, okay.
Well,
Thank
you know,
you.
that brings up a topic.
Yes,
We went to Woburn today, which
Yes.
is it's a considerable distance.
yes.
So I think this is our furthest one we go to.
Uh-huh.
And we're almost out of gasoline, and I had to stop and get gasoline. And I didn't have a charge card of yours.
You've got the charge card, because I've not got it.
I've not got it. You know, it's on the cash register, maybe.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, I don't know where. At any rate, I didn't have it with me.
I normally put the money in the
No,
gas in at the weekend.
I try and charge only 1 tank or 2 tanks a month to the farm.
We alternate.
Alternate, yeah. Well, I alternated today.
Okay.
The next one's going to be on you.
That's fine. Such exciting.
Because I rarely go anywhere that I'm not doing something for the dogs.
Or you've got someone else driving the car for the farm.
Right.
Um,
I'm not even there. Right.
well, exactly. There's that as
My
well.
poor car that's only a year old. I didn't realize that.
Your car's got wrinkles on it.
It's got miles on it.
Yep, it sure has. I think it groans every morning when it sees us coming down the drive. It'll be like, oh God, what now? So this is from Karen Myers. Karen Myers.
Karen.
Yes.
Okay, look out.
I know.
Here I come.
Brace yourself.
I did that part.
You did.
And I hit that part.
Ta-ta!
Ta-ta.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, look.
Oh, look.
I'll take that. Get rid of it.
Oh, looky.
Oh.
Looky, a box with the cookies.
Thank you very much.
What do you got, cookies?
Not unless you want worms. We've got stacks of animals to worm. But look, cookies for going to
Going
places
to where we went today.
for frying pans. Perfect. Thank you so very much. That keeps you in motion.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's absolutely wonderful.
That part, too.
Oh, and good news, Elmo has a home.
Elmo has a home?
Elmo, our lovely Elmo who used to be in the barn. He has a really lovely home where he'll be one person's horse. And she doesn't want to ride, she just wants to spend time with him and take him out walking.
Very good.
And as I said, he's the perfect gentleman.
Oh,
He
well.
really is. He's lovely. So that's worked out.
Perfect gentlemen are hard to find nowadays.
Yes. And I think she might actually, he technically came into us with the ability to ride. He's sound, he's just underweight. So we've put a lot of weight on them. She'll continue that. Her vet's been to see him. He had his feet trimmed today with the farrier, and she's delighted. So what she's going to do is start working him on the ground, see if she can every now and again get on his back, and then, but she spends time with him, you know, in the paddock. She takes him out in hand walking, so it's perfect.
Oh, good. How tall is that beast?
We were actually talking about that today. He is, I think he's over 16 hands, particularly because he's got really high withers.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, he's actually quite.
That's a big animal.
Yeah, he's on the taller side for a standard bred.
Wow.
And I think as he keeps filling out, because his top line will come back up as well,
Yeah.
I think he'll look quite substantial.
That's one word for it.
Yes, but he's lovely because he's a bay with that sort, you know, the bay with that sort of red tinge through it that's really rich looking. So he's all beautiful and shiny, and yeah, he looks like he's going to be quite.
He'll be a good land ornament.
He is going to be the most beautiful land ornament. So that's really fortunate, and he's actually sharing a paddock with Carly's horse.
Oh, yeah.
So he's just down the road.
Oh.
Yeah. So she says, come visit any time. So I'm quite sure we'll see him. But it's the most wonderful home, and we're absolutely delighted because we had actually, she asked me a very pertinent question, and she said, well, if he's sanctuary care, what made you decide to allow me to adopt him? And I think the only answer you can say is, this is what you would always want. We just didn't think anyone would want a 24-year-old. You know, standardbreds can live till they're 30, 35, but our standardbreds come from a racing and a driving background, at which point, you know, you do sometimes consider you could start knocking sort of like a few years off. So there's not a lot of people who want a salad muncher, let's face it, because they cost a lot of money. He probably goes through a bale of hay a day. He's on a build-up and an enrichment diet with lots of different additives, etc., which is costly. And you can't expect, you know, we took him on knowing that there was a really good chance that he would end up sanctuary. So as we worked with him and slowly got him back in, we thought, we're going to keep him. And he's lovely. He really was a gentleman. And then, you know, sometimes there's just a perfect fit, and this is a perfect fit.
Good.
So that's very happy and very exciting. Where did it go there? I put the phone.
Speaking with our other perfect fit, Jiminy's doing fine, I guess.
Yeah. Well, he should do.
He just had a very short email saying he was doing great, and I don't.
Because she's too busy out with her dog now.
Right.
Yeah, doesn't have time to talk. That's super. Yeah. And really lovely, actually. Yeah, right. So that means we need more puppies and horses.
More puppies. I'm not in the horse department.
Horses. We need more horses.
We have to redo this whole establishment over here.
Your dog setup. Well, we could maybe get rid of the mattress with the hole in it.
Well, they haven't got the whole mattress going yet, but it's going.
Right.
They stuff things in it. All those things that are out there are all stuffed in the hole.
He's some boy.
I know. I have no idea what that's all about, but he takes all the fluffies and then stuffs them in the big hole that he ate in his mattress.
He's making a nest.
Yeah.
He thinks he's female.
No.
Silly boy. Well, the two big beds, you know, your two big, were they packing cases? Remember the wooden beds you had?
Yeah.
Right. Well, they're still in the Deagle with mattresses.
Yeah.
In case you wanted anything that was less deep.
I don't know. This works so well.
I know.
Aside from the fact that they're eating it.
Well, no, there's only one of them eating it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
We know which one that is.
Yes.
Yes. Good girl, Sizzle. So,
And the fact we can store things underneath it.
well, there's that as well. And the fact that when you wander around with no shoes on like you don't stub your toe on it and go, ow.
That's true.
It's broken. So that's not a bad thing either.
True.
You know.
I think if we just shove that down and put some vinyl flooring here in the corner,
Yeah.
that we could have a place for puppies that I can let them out. If they pee on the rug, it's been pre-peed.
It's been anointed already by Wanda.
Wanda has given the whole thing a good going over.
Well, somebody asked last night about housebreaking, and you know, like Wanda was housebroken. I'm like, fuck. There's absolutely no chance that she's either housebroken or trained. Sorry, Janine, because Wanda is Wanda, and where Wanda is, she does what she fancies.
That's correct.
Yes.
Very often she goes to the bathroom right in front of the toilet.
Yeah. Super smart.
Yeah.
It's
There you go. You flush this.
Deal with this now. So we take no responsibility for Wanda's actions in any way, shape, or form. Yeah.
She is popular in the
That's because she hasn't weed on them.
No, she hasn't. But people always ask for Wanda.
I know. It's because she's small and cute and bouncy.
Yep.
Very bouncy.
Here we go. Now he's in the corner.
Oi!
See, I think what he's going to do, I think he's trying to hide the bone in the hole that he's dug.
I tell you, you'd lose him on a beach.
Really?
He'd be under the ground. Dig, 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 dig. Silly boy. Yeah. So, yeah, he might be a good diabetic alert dog.
Yeah.
This is very true.
I have a feeling he's identifying like low blood sugar or high blood sugar or whatever.
The glucose bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's identifying all of them, or he would be identifying more of them. I think there's a higher percentage of people that are diabetics than what he is identifying.
Uh-huh.
So I think he's only identifying the ones that are something out of control, or
Yeah.
because you were about to go for testing, or
Yeah.
you didn't know what your blood sugar was, or something.
I wasn't bothered about my blood sugar. I was worried about my cholesterol at that point.
Maybe he's into cholesterol too.
What's
I don't
it?
know.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Yes. No, my cholesterol is super fantastic now.
Is it?
No.
No.
I keep telling I'm positive thought. I'm like, yes, all going well. Did you ask Judy what that drink was?
I did.
Yeah, what was it?
I don't know. No.
Taro.
Taro.
I thought taro was a grain, but it's a potato.
It's a potato-like thing. And
There
she
you go.
showed me a picture of it today. It looked like a warped sweet potato or something.
Right. So next time anyone offers you that, you know what to say.
No, thank you.
You say, absolutely not. That's disgusting.
I really didn't. She drank another one today.
So, it's a thumbs up from Judy and a thumbs down from Carlene.
Right.
Take your pick. Oh, dear.
Well, she went and got one at the market while I was in the hospital, thinking I was going to take a long time.
Ah.
But they only drew blood.
Yeah, that's quite
That
quick.
doesn't take them 2 minutes.
No. Yeah. Have you told your doctor the story about Larky?
To who?
Your doctor?
I don't know. She's busy.
Yeah. I told my doctor.
Did you?
Yeah, he giggled.
Oh,
Then I thought I should take Larky in and put him in the waiting room. That'd sort him out.
yeah. The
dear.
people get such a kick out of it. I could easily run in and get my blood drawn with nobody. But when I take him, the whole place cheers up.
Yeah, and they'll talk to him.
They'll talk to him, they pat him, and they ruin his training.
Yeah, he has a super time.
Yeah.
Although, when Carlene goes in to get her treatment, and if she leaves him outside in the waiting room, he stands pointed, fixated on the door until she comes back out.
Well, Jiminy used to do that. I don't
Jiminy.
know how
No, he
fixated.
does it as well.
Does he?
Yep. Yeah. Who is Bill Cummings?
Who?
Who?
Who is Bill Cummings? Bill Cummings is an extremely wealthy man who got into real estate here in the Woburn area. And he's very dedicated to the local community. And he tries to keep a lot of his join us here in the, and he's done an awful lot for the community. And he at one point gave us $100,000 toward Service Dog Project. But he didn't renew it because we weren't that local. You know, we were servicing people outside of New England even. And he's really interested in Woburn.
Oh, you're in Woburn?
Now I'm in Woburn. So I'm trying to get up some good statistics before I go to Mr. Cummings and say, Mr. Cummings. He liked my dog, though.
But now you need to see whether or not he's got diabetes and say that you've also got a diabetic detection dog.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yes. We might get banned then.
He's a funny guy. He's nice, very
Nice man.
normal. And his wife is very normal. Yeah. But they are right up there with Bill Gates.
Right.
They really...
Well, he's very generous to the community.
He is very generous. And you start along that 128, and there, a lot of it is Bill Cummings. The Cummings Center.
Is that in Danvers? Is that Woburn? You know the big Cummings Centre?
The Cummings Center is in Beverly.
Beverly.
The old shoe factory.
Yes.
But go along 128, there's lots of Cummings Centers down 128 too.
Wow.
I mean, and then this daycare center is huge and lovely.
Do they serve coffee?
No,
Oh.
there could be any coffee.
Carly and I were very excited.
You know what they started doing though is an awful lot of people are able to get on the smartphone the pictures of Bella and George.
Oh.
So that I can show that.
Well, that's good.
It is. And now I'm back to leaving it running on the Explore camera.
Excellent.
That's a good project in itself.
I think so. What was I going to tell you? I can't remember. It'll come back to me.
Maybe it won't.
Probably not. It will probably get back to me tomorrow-ish. Yeah.
This forgetting does, you know, the older you get, the behinder you go.
I have just bought a desk calendar that size.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because I've got donkey walks ongoing, people working with donkeys, I've got Meredith, I've got vets coming, I've got farriers, and you know what? I was keeping it all in my head reasonably reliably, and I've just given up.
It's not going to work.
Yeah, it's not going to work. It's going to come crashing down very soon. So I thought I'd better start writing it down. And then I've got all these things that the children do. Yeah, they'll go often. But Ava can drive, which is super. So she very often helps out and takes Sophie. Yeah. I know.
Unfortunately, it's still winter, so people aren't talking about coming here yet.
No.
But very shortly, we've invited people to come here, and we're not ready yet.
No, I know. Stop doing that.
The swing set's good.
The swing set's super. That's actually, do you know, Carly, Janine and I sat there one night. Well, Janine and I were having a discussion of how we're moving things forward and planning. And we said to Carly, just come sit with us. So she sat in the middle and we were like three monkeys, all sitting there going back and forward. And then I think you realise, this is actually very addictive. And you sit there and you go, oh, and the mosquitoes are biting your ankles. And you're like, this is nice. Scratch, scratch, scratch. But it's very soothing.
It is very good.
Yeah, it is.
And you like that chair?
Which chair?
The one that's in the seat. That lovely, the three of you could sit on it.
That one out there?
Yeah.
That's enormous. I'd never get back out if I fell down into the seat of it.
Did you ever know anything about it?
No.
Where's the other one?
Oh, no. I thought you were talking about the big wooden chair that's in the field.
Oh.
I'm like, if you asked, there's a massive I mean, it must be what, like 10 times the size of it. Is it an Adriatic?
No, you shouldn't have said that. And
yeah, you don't see? I've set you off.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that. I could have given it to you. Adirondack.
One of those.
Adirondack chair.
Yeah. And it's the sort of thing, if you sat on the edge and you lifted your feet, you'd slide all the way back.
All the way back, and your feet are sticking up in the air.
Yeah.
There's a picture of me doing just that.
Yes. Yeah, I'll keep
No, I
that.
was talking about you in the swing set.
Is that another one?
Yeah.
So how do we put that up?
Actually, it's a piece of scaffolding.
Scaffold. But do we have the A-frame?
No, we don't have another one.
Do you know where it would be really nice? You know Pam's bit? And there's Fugan's table and chairs. You could sit and swing over the pond bit.
Well, you know who made that for me?
Who?
Chip. You don't know Chip, baby.
No, I don't.
Chip was on my board of directors.
Right.
Bright man.
Yes.
Very bright man. He made that thing for me.
Yeah, it's super. It's
lovely. You're right. That's what we should have. Is another swing set.
Yeah.
I bet he'd do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's such a nice thing. And, you know, it's really funny because when the people were coming in last summer, remember, they all gravitate towards that, don't they?
Sure.
I mean, they had a great time on it.
Yeah.
It's not like one that you'd be going round the world on it, you know,
No.
going right the way and over the top. But it's such a lovely thing.
Yeah, they were supposed to sit there and watch the puppies in the plant.
Yeah, you can sit there and watch the duck. We've
Watch
got
the
one duck.
We've got one duck.
We had 2 ducks. We have 1.
We don't want to know what happened to duck too.
No, I don't,
We've
actually.
got problems with ducks.
Well, I don't know because it's the mallard we've got, and I don't know if maybe there's eggs on a nest somewhere,
Could be.
and he's just puttering about. But somebody did say they saw a snapping turtle, which is not cool.
Yeah, I've tried. And it sounded like this was the way to get them, is an empty Clorox, empty plastic bottle with a string hanging with a hook on it. And you're supposed to be able to catch the turtle.
And did you catch any?
No.
No.
Well, I mean, maybe I just didn't have the right. I didn't give it the old college try. I just sort of put it out there and said, here, have at it, you know. And that just wasn't quite enough.
Oh, dear. I think we'll actually have to dredge that pond.
What?
Dredge it.
Why?
Because it's full of leaves and branches and everything in the bottom, and I think it's beginning to clog the overflow.
It can't clog the overflow. The overflow is a pipe.
I know, but it's got just about everything in it.
Oh, then push it out.
Yeah. Could put a child through it and pull them back and forward with their legs.
No, that's really no joke. Yeah,
Have people done that?
No, the suction in that pipe, you could not get your arm out. I got all...
What, the big black one?
Not
Not the wee one, the big black one.
There is no big black one this size. That I know of.
There's a big black one down there. And there's a small white
There's
one.
There's a black one like that big.
No, it's a bit bigger than that.
Oh, I'd almost bet with you.
Oh, I don't
But
know.
I put it in there. The thing that governs the depth of the pond is the pipe that goes down and around and out.
And is that the white one?
That's white.
Right, okay.
That's normal PVC piping.
So I think the black one has
The black one is
emerged out and it's sitting proud.
Yeah, that's because it's not. When we have an awful lot of rain, then and that's the overflow pipe.
Okay. I think you need to get in your golf cart and come and have a look.
Probably.
We might need to do a bit of jiggery pokery and get it back into full functioning order.
Well, it's full functioning when the water comes up.
Yeah, but I think I don't know if over time maybe the black pipes lifted, because when it was flooding the path, if it had been lower, it would have taken the water off.
That's true. It just maybe wasn't big enough.
Right.
You know, we do have floods down there.
Yeah, I noticed.
But most of the time that black pipe takes care of it.
Yeah.
The only bigger black pipe I know of is a puppy toy.
Yes. Oh, yes. Princess I Love You Lots is actually a lawn ornament at the moment. Tell you.
The black one.
The big black one. The one that flutters her eyelashes at anybody walking by.
Oh, dear.
Don't be deceived. She's a monkey. She's actually a lovely horse. And in fact, I was on Meredith this morning, and she came up the paddock at speed. Now, you know that horse doesn't move herself, ever.
No, she's a big horse.
She's a big horse, and she's very slow. And she was looking very energetic this morning, and I thought, oh, spring is here. And Corey said to me, actually, they'd been out walking their dogs, and they'd got down to, you know where the rocks are down at the bottom? And there was a coyote there. And I think she was probably like self-preservation. She came flying up and left all the sheep at the other end of the paddock. They're like, coyote, take them, take them. So I think that's maybe what was making her move this morning. Oh dear. Larky and Sizzle, you wouldn't know there was any change really. Do you see a difference?
What?
With Jiminy not being here?
No, not really.
No. No.
I miss him.
Oh, Elena and Jiminy are there. Hello.
Hi, Jiminy.
I was going to say hello, we love, but then Elena might get offended. Sorry.
She doesn't know that he can go get a basket.
Now you've told her.
Yeah, he loves it. You got to find the right basket that he knows how to pick up.
Could go shopping.
Yeah.
Could be handy.
I had a bunch of baskets in my old house.
Yeah, I haven't seen your baskets for a while. Oh, I was looking in the basement for something today, and I found something that is definitely not mine, and I thought, that must be Carlene's. I can't remember what it was now. But I will remember. Yes, Elmo is the horse that wore the coat in the barn. So, that's him.
Wore the coat in the barn.
He wore the coat. He always had a coat on because he was so skinny. We wondered we didn't want him to be cold. Oh, Elena says that they're both fine and Jiminy has been a big deal in their neighbourhood.
I'm glad.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely.
Oh dear.
Oh, here's Big Butt.
This is his brother.
Yes. What are you doing?
He wanted a drink of water.
Oh, that's because he was chewing that bone.
We need to get that. I asked Carly to find it, but I think that's a lost cause. I had some black rubber buckets. Black rubber, black rubber.
Has it got a flat back on the bucket?
It would be nice if they did.
I've got it's like a 5-gallon bucket.
That's too much, but that's
Right.
kind of what I'm looking for. I do have to hang it out the door of my car, so that they can drink water outside of my car.
Well, there is, and I don't know where this came from, because we don't have any black rubber buckets. There's a flat-backed black rubber bucket with a handle intact, I might add, on Meredith, and it just appeared out of the blue.
I need it.
You
That's
can have it
Goldy thing.
sold.
Yeah.
It's not, well, in fact, I might have sold someone else's bucket.
When they come back from working a job,
Yeah.
they run for the water bucket.
Yeah,
That's not right.
yeah. Well, I wonder if this is one of yours, because it's definitely not ours.
Yeah, it wasn't that big.
Yeah, there you go. I'll bring that round.
I'm not sure they're going to like it, because I have a feeling it has a funny smell to it.
Well, that's actually why I don't use it, because I would put feed in it, but it's quite a strong rubbery smell, and
The horses eat the food.
some of them are a bit fussy. So that's why, and I never buy. I always buy. Hey, hop, hop! Come on, Doris, let's go. Good boy. I always buy. Is your
Get
mother?
up there.
He's like, my mother is in the way. I always buy the smooth buckets, the plastic ones. So that's why I'm pretty convinced it's not ours.
Get up there.
Yeah, you'd definitely be the talk of Myrtle Beach if you were walking Elvis. Yep. And you'd be in big clear-up duty. I can tell you with Elvis.
Right.
Yes. No. Taro is what they make poi out. Oh, poi
she
out
mentioned
of.
that too.
What is that?
Something else to eat.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I can imagine what they would think if we were taking a giant elephant into a nursing home. I'm not even sure Janine could catch that in a bucket. Oh dear.
Is she coming up this Sunday?
Well, I don't know.
Well, I mean, is that the we heard about her coming home on Sunday?
Yeah, but we were talking about the previous Sunday to
Oh.
that. So maybe this Sunday, but maybe not. So
Oh, well, okay.
we're not we're not going to put any numbers on it.
No.
She's like you, doesn't like to be constrained by time or.
I was very impressed with your organization and your 3x5 card.
Yes.
You have one of those a day?
Yes.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I used to have
Don't ask me if I ever complete what's on the 3x5 card.
Well, I had the 5x7, which I folded in thirds.
Thirds.
You've seen me with
Yeah.
those around.
Yeah.
And that when I'm organized, I write every single phone number on it that I do all day long, and it's simply done, and every once in a while it saves the day.
Mm-hmm. Well, you see, the funny thing is, I remember my friend's father had an accounting business, and when we were at school, he used to pay us £20, which was a massive amount of money, and totally and utterly overwaged for what we were doing, because all we used to do was answer the phone and giggle. Not very professional. So when we were about 16, he used to pay us £20 on a Saturday if we sat in the office and answered the phone. It was a lot of money, considering this would have been the 80s, right? And I can still remember when he said, "Here, this is for you." I was like, "Oh my goodness, how exciting!" So he used to have, you know, the index card boxes, the wooden boxes. Yeah. So you would have the month and things that were happening for a month, and then you'd have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it was such an efficient little system. Just you know, you put to the front, to the back, to the, well, I can't even remember which way you put it, but it was super. So I think I always liked the organisation of that whole little card system. That
top drawer of mine over there, but it got full.
Yeah, that's probably where your tooth bits are.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you do know. Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was going to tell you. The first time that Carly and I went out to do a nursing home job, we lucked out. We got donuts.
Did you?
Yeah, about 12. We didn't eat all 12 at the one time.
Sometimes I get coffee.
We didn't get coffee, but we got a lot of donuts.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, that was very exciting.
I just we'll let that be known a little better.
Coffee and a biscuit. Right, well, you know, Nancy, that's an interesting question, because I think I do know who the father, if Harley is pregnant, I think I know who the father is. And it's Charlie. Charlie, the small grey donkey.
Oh.
He's a mini. He's a tiny, tiny mini. He's about her size. And, yeah.
You know who the father is?
Yeah, Charlie. The small mini on Meredith.
Really?
Yeah, he's rampant. Well, he was rampant until we,
nipped him?
Yes.
Is he better behaved now?
Absolutely not. Now he is mounting the male donkeys in the paddock.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. So he's not really improved any. But we're hoping once the testosterone starts leaving his body, he will chill out, and then we'll bring him here. Maybe.
Okay.
Well, only if we get to that stage. We might not get to that stage because he's a bit wild, honestly. And he looks like that's.
You know, my 42-year-old stud donkey, Don Quixote.
Don Quixote.
We think he had a heart attack trying to breed Mary. Because he died.
Was he not a mini?
He was a mini.
Why was she not a mammoth?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder.
I know.
We should have provided the step
Every once in a
ladder.
while he tried. At the age of 42.
You must remind me.
That's him up there.
At the front?
Yeah, he's the left leader.
Right, you must remind me, because I've got a lady that's asking me for a picture of that. Have you got a photograph of you with your 8 hitch?
I do. I have a few of them, a few pictures.
Do you know where they are?
on my computer.
Oh, that's good. Would you send me a couple of them?
I don't know how, but I will try.
Okay, excellent.
The one in Newburyport is the one that was when I was hauling Bush, Clinton, and Perot.
Right.
It was that year that they were all running for
right.
presidency. And the fourth wagon back said they're all full of shit. And I had a bucket back there. But at any rate, the picture of the has Timmy out front without a strap on him. He just wandered around.
Excellent. So she wants the picture for a flyer she's making up.
Yeah.
So that would be very handy if you could do that.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Maybe you could train a new dog for Bella when George retires. Is Bella not moving on without a dog?
She is doing very well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had thought of her with Jiminy. Because he would have been perfect with her.
Yeah.
But she hasn't shown.
No. She's maybe going to different.
It's very tough because you can't really give up George. I mean, he'd stay there with the family. You know?
Yeah.
It's a very odd situation to be in. I have a feeling she may move on without a service dog. I don't know. But he certainly has changed her life. I mean,
yeah.
She was destined for a wheelchair.
Yeah. No, Elmo is not the father. Then we'd be getting a mule, and I love mules. Janine would not be happy though. I'd get into trouble. Oh dear. I've no idea why the lights are being turned off for the donkeys. And in fact, it definitely isn't out of choice, because if we've got Miss Harley Barley down there, I'd like to know what she's up to overnight. I do have Dr. Parrott coming out next week. He's going to do rabies injections, and he'll have a wee look at Harley as well, in case she's just fat, because if she's fat, she's got problems, because it will be a restricted grazing muzzle for that one. But it's
I don't know.
No.
So, it's a pretty big donkey.
Yeah, I have asked Carly. One of the lights is out in the very back, in the tack area.
Yeah.
So I've sent Carly down with light bulbs to see whether or not maybe the lights were put in at the same time and they've just blown round about the same time. Either that, it's a light switch problem, and we'll sort that out.
Well, look at my desk.
What did you do? Well, I think you've broken it.
My desk light has tried to commit suicide.
What?
It just spit out the bulb.
Yeah. There's
it's
no
just hanging there.
Yeah, there's no use that.
It doesn't work at all like that. I gotta get it fixed. That was Sheila's light. She was throwing it out. And I rewired it and I made it a regular light.
And then you broke it.
And then I broke it.
Well, you'll need to get back on it then.
I know. I gotta fix it.
Yes, you could do a swing where people sit in front of each other.
What?
Well, they sit probably like riding a horse, maybe. I don't know. Never really seen those.
What are we doing here?
We're talking about the swing. I think it might be nice having the swing going out over the pond.
That would be interesting, yeah.
That would be very interesting if you fell off.
Well, that swing that we have down there, it was taller.
Did it sink?
No, we cut it off.
Oh.
We cut off 4 feet.
What did you do with it that height?
It was a little tippy, we decided.
Oh, yeah.
If we got too many heavy people on that thing, it might have a tippy problem. So we cut off 4 feet. And the 4 feet are around someplace. There's, that green pipe. But it's all put together. I mean, it totally comes apart. The only part that we need all the welding is this, at the top. How do we do this? Like that?
Yeah, the A-frame part?
There's a piece. There's a piece. It's not much bigger than like that. The 3 pieces of pipe all welded together. And then you just put long pieces of pipe in it.
Do you know what?
What?
One of our board members, Pam, her partner.
Heels of welds.
He does weld. That's well, it's actually his occupation, so he's good at it.
Copy it.
I bet you if we asked him, he may help us.
Yeah.
He was the one that fixed the big trailer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he repaired it.
Huh.
Yeah. And he does a lovely job because after he's made the repair, he then spray paints it the same colour. I was just going to leave it.
Speaking of spray paint, somebody has spray painted the front end of my donkey trailer, so I can't tell the size of the ball.
Spray painted it with what?
White, just so I can back up to it.
All right, okay.
It's the correct thing, but it covers up the sign that says what size bulb.
Oh.
Uh-oh, we're in the corner. He's digging up the hole again.
Oi! What you doing? He's getting the blankets off the hole in the corner.
But they have a lot of work to do over there. They're working it constantly.
I know. He's such a dedicated dog. Oi! What you doing? So
He's busy.
silly.
He's very busy.
Yes, we have checked the rescue groups, and to my knowledge, I haven't seen any puppies in the Great Dane area. It's quite tricky. And the other thing is, if you're going in with Sandy, Sandy will want a dog that will grow to a specific size. Sandy and the dog, puppy.
Yes.
We were talking about that yesterday. Maybe if we get 2 puppies in, you'd maybe train one for Sandy.
Oh, yes, yeah.
So we might actually have being a bit more specific in what we're looking for if we've got Sandy in mind as well.
But Sandy's problem. She is walking around with the two. Like these two, looking at you. I wish some newspaper would pick up that story.
I know.
It really is a pretty good one.
I think they did an interview with her somewhere.
Yeah, they did, but that's not national news. I mean, that's a pretty funny story.
Yeah, it is.
And she's pretty funny. And now the bars she goes to have to be piano bars because there's 2 of them under it.
I don't know. Were we allowed to say how the pond came about? Is it above board?
Yeah, we had ponds here. There's a stream that runs through.
Through it. It is.
Yeah.
And in fact, you've got your overflow pond.
Right.
And an island. Sort of. But it seems like it's sinking.
Well, no, that's the fact that all has to do with the height of this pipe and stuff out the back inside.
Yeah. And no, we didn't bring the turtles in. They come themselves. They're not invited.
Yeah. They, I think, come out of Hood Pond. If I catch one, I throw it back in the Hood Pond.
I tell you, Janine and I were coming back here from Boxford one day, and it must have been during the egg laying season. And the turtles, they're all over. Boxford's full of ponds, obviously, and the turtles are ambling across the road, not a care in the world, And Janine's like, "Turtle!" And she said, "Oh, I've already done one today." I went, "Well, I'll get out this time." And she said, "There's a bucket in the back." And I went, "Well, what do you want the bucket for?" And she went, "Because they wee on you." And I picked it, so I picked it up and I put it on the other side of the road at the pond because it was pointing in that direction. I said, "Janine, it's just the water from wherever they've been. It's in their shell. If you shake them, it comes out." And she's like, "Is it not wee?" And I'm like, "Well, not that I'm aware of. It could be wee, but I've always taken it that it's just water." So anyway,
okay. So
she's either covered in turtle wee or water. No idea. So you see, this is a funny thing, Barbara. And she said that Harley had a difficult time giving birth to Flossie. So I spoke to the vet, and I've spoken to other people, and I think it was Flossie had a difficult time because there was a problem getting the placenta cord, the umbilical, to shut off. So they had a bleeding problem. But I think, hey, boop, up. I think according to Dr. Parrott, Harley had been fine. It wasn't a problem with Harley, it was Flossie.
The problem with Harley is she was in such poor shape when she had that baby.
Yeah.
That the baby was fine and she was in tough shape.
Yeah, but she came in a mess.
Huh?
She came in a mess.
Oh, she came in
Yeah, we saw.
So that all her muscles and all had just had given way. And the baby was just hanging off the bottom of her.
Yeah. wee soul. And she's never ever, the one thing about Harley is she never ever regains her shape, because I think her muscles, I think the suggestion when I spoke to Dr. Parrott was that she's probably been used as a brood donkey, and the muscles will never come into shape, so we don't get overly upset when she looks like she's a bit tubby.
Yeah,
It's just she's not done her sit-ups in a long time.
It's pointless to worry about it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Elaine, we didn't actually move Princess. We moved the donkeys and couldn't leave Princess by herself. So at which point Princess, as I think everybody has to listen to me moaning about all my blinking mares on Meredith, who are all hogging paddocks to themselves, is in her own private paddock with Enzo, who thinks the sun rises and sets with her. It's awful. I'm devastated. So that's why she's not across the road, because there's a natural spring in that paddock and it gets a bit muddy, and it is muddy.
Why you don't let me get her dressed up and at work?
Who? Princess?
Yeah.
Because she's a bit free and easy with her feet.
Really?
Front and back, yes.
Really?
Uh-huh. She's a stinker. Yes, you certainly do train remarkable service dogs.
I do.
Well, we have no idea if the barn lights will be on, because we don't know whether or not it's a blown bulb, but we'll sort it out. And Jiminy is in a dinner coma.
He's what?
He's in a dinner coma. I hope he's not had too much Parmesan cheese. That's spoiling him.
You did hear he wouldn't eat his dinner unless he had the Parmesan cheese on it.
Yes, I did. Yeah. I wonder who started that nonsense.
With the sizzle.
Sizzle, was it?
It was, oh, sure.
That's so funny.
Then we ended up putting it on everybody's, and now we're stuck with it. We go through a lot of Parmesan cheese.
Oh, I can imagine. I don't know. Oh, that's lovely. They're planning a visit this weekend if you're free.
Who?
Jiminy and Elena.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Oh, it will be free.
We'll try and get Janine's bed cleaned. Janine had a nice, thick rug
Oh,
for him.
the grey one.
Yes, the gray one's around someplace. I think it's hanging on the fence outside.
Oh, we'll get it cleaned then. Yes.
We'll try and get it dried up.
Yeah. All right. Oh, poi is Hawaiian food, like a paste.
Huh?
The poi that they make from this taro is a Hawaiian food, like a paste.
Huh.
I wonder what they do with it. What do they do with it? That's what we need to know, just in case we're missing out on a food group.
I don't think I'm missing out on too much.
Yeah. Oh, we'll make sure that Jiminy and Larky are not having a round two.
Oh. Right.
No. Oh. Are you handing out your business cards?
Yeah?
Yes.
Yep. A few of them.
And is Judy cursing you because you put her phone number on them?
Judy's got those on her own. She was going to put a stamp over them and put her email address.
Our email. Yeah. That's good.
But they're wonderful.
Yes. Barbara, we take very good care of Harley, not only because she's a bit of a barn favourite, but because she's a wee bit of a single Pringle is our Harley. She likes just hanging out with people by herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had her in the nursing home, haven't we?
Yeah. She's a really good wee donkey. Nothing phases her. She just wanders on, and it's funny, she doesn't really bother. Oh, yeah, good luck finding the green pieces of pipe. I think we might be starting again, because we're not going to do anything with 4 inches of, 4 foot of pipe. That'd be a really micro swing.
Yeah.
We could do it for a footrest.
Right. No, you couldn't use that pipe for the...
Bit up the top.
Yeah, you just need these triangular pieces.
So do you just do the 2 long down bits and then a short crossbar and weld it?
No, what you need to weld are the 2 pieces like that and 1 piece like that.
Right, okay, so it's where the 2 bits meet.
And that's what you slide these other pipes into.
Right, okay.
And that's why you could have an adjustable height. You know. But so we could have another swing though, because there it is.
Yeah.
They can't see it, but it's another piece of scaffolding.
It's up in the rafters, beside the henny penny board, but down a bit. And I'm not getting hit in the head with that when it comes down. That much I can tell you. Yes. I think, in all honesty, we've got plans to illuminate the barn a bit differently, because the lighting Lincoln stalls out, so it's always quite dark. So I think, you know those ones that had the hands that came out, those LED lights? You might get something similar to that, just so we can actually know.
No, you're going to get one that's got a basket on it.
You want one with a basket on it?
Yeah, because these tall horses you're bringing in.
So we just need to be able to see, because it's quite dull.
Yeah, well, you've got to. We have some.
Go find them.
Go find them, right?
I think we need to go up into the attic, because I think there's because the mat grippers that came off, they were in the first wish list, and they came in, and I know they went down to the barn. I'm pretty sure. And we're looking for them at the moment because we actually have some mats in, and I think Carly thinks it's up the ladder. I'm not going up the ladder because you know me.
It's a nice ladder.
It's a beautiful ladder, but not when you've got vertigo and you go, wah. In fact, I think it was Carly had to help me down. Last time I went up the ladder, she had to help me back down.
Really? Oh dear.
I feel like I'm peeling forward in the hole.
Oh dear. No. That's a nice ladder.
Yeah, it is a nice.
Speaking of being strange about stuff like that, Judy is claustrophobic. I didn't realize this entirely, but she cannot be in a building if she cannot see a window or something outside.
How does she manage in the elevators?
The elevator is fine because it goes away, but in the whole building, she's got to locate the outside. It's like her finding the fire exit.
Yeah.
We had that problem down at Leahy Hospital.
Yes.
Because at the hospital down there in Burlington, you enter on the 4th floor or something. And then you go down a couple floors.
Oh.
And you can't see out all the places. And she had a heart attack over it.
Yeah. That's quite debilitating, isn't it?
It is very strange.
Yeah, we've got those donkeys on a walking program. Just don't tell them. I'm going to start
You're right. That would be a good place for the swing.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Oh. The reason we don't want the turtles in the pond is because they eat the wildlife.
They do.
They're quite obnoxious, actually. There'll be no swimming in the pond while we've got turtles.
No. I don't think we can't drain that pond.
No, just take all the branches, and there's a lot of leaves, you know, that have sunk to the bottom. I was just thinking we could rake it out and just get rid of it. Yeah, I know.
Good luck.
I'm obviously using the royal we, as in me and a few friends.
Well, no, you need a massive.
Would you? Oh, digger. Right, okay.
And it would make a hell of a mess.
Yeah. Oh. Oh my gosh, we're after 6 o'clock. Oh good grief. We're after 6 o'clock. Yeah.
Is it 6 o'clock?
I will sort the goats out. I think Carly will be okay. She'll deal with the goats if she's got a problem.
Oh dear.
Ooh. Right. Okay. Good night. That's us. We're done.
Nice.
And it is Thursday tomorrow, isn't it?
What?
Thursday tomorrow. Thursday.
Thursday tomorrow.
Yeah. I go check my desk calendar now.
Okay.
Now I'm organised. Night night.